Cause you never know what tomorrow brings in this crazy life. Hey, this life, this life, this life.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Barba223. We are back with another video. Today we're going to just be going over something that released today. Obviously, Flames of Ambition is here, so it's going to bring some new content and new sets that are going to be used in PvE and PvP. I'm going to focus more on the PvP aspect because I don't PvE that much. So I'm going to go over the sets really quick and then just give my opinion if I think they're going to be viable or good. Of course, this is going to be in the no proc options like BGs and Imperial City, because right now I assume these sets won't be used because they physically can't be used. So we're going to go over the two dungeons, which are the Cauldron and the Black Drake Villa. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. You guys are really awesome. We got to 100 subs. And I am so happy. So the next milestone for me is going to be 500. That's going to be a while. It's going to take some time, but I'm excited, and I think we could do it. So thanks for the support, guys. And without any further ado, let's just get into it. And it's going to be a short one. I'm just going to tell you if I think it's good. So yeah, first we're going to start with the Cauldron, one of the new dungeons that are in ESO now. So let's see. So first, we're going to start with the monster set. It is called Baron Zaldris. It looks pretty sweet, actually. I like the picture. It looks pretty cool. Cool style. So the one piece is really good. You get 550 of magic and stam, and then 600 health. That's really cool. I like that. If you get this can be used as one of the one pieces you can wear in the no proc as well. So if you want a little tri-stat action, this is essentially a prismatic glyph. If you want to equal it to something, it's just basically a prismatic glyph. So that's cool. It's solid. So it might be worth it. I think it's a really good set. So I'm going to tell you why. So applying a status effect to an enemy grants you a stack of Zaldris Ambition for 10 seconds, up to 3 stacks. Once you get 3 stacks, these stacks are removed and you get 4 ultimate. Upon gaining this ultimate, you cannot gain additional stacks for 1 second. So basically, apply burning or shock, frost, poison, disease, any of that. If you get 3 of them, and you get 5-second window to do it, so if you're just doing constant damage, you're going to do it. And then once you get to 4, is a little bit of a cooldown. 1 second is nothing, right? So this is going to be a very niche set, so it's going to be used in very specific situations. One class that I think this can excel on is Magic DK. The reason I say this is because when it comes to status effects, Magic DK, it could work on Stand DK too. Let me not forget to mention that. I think DK in general, it'll really excel because Burning Embers and Venomous Claw both apply a status effect. So when you do apply a status effect, you get 500 of that resource back on DK, which is beautiful. So not only is that going to give you a resource back, it's going to give you one of the stacks. And on top of that, if you get the stacks, you get 4 ult. And what does 4 ultimate help you with on DK? Well, your ultimates restore a lot of your resources. So this can really help with your sustain and max stats on a DK. I think that could be very good. It could work on any build. I mean, one thing I think is going to be really good with this is that if you run charged on your weapon, on a DK especially, you can get this ultimate quick, man. I think it's going to be solid. You can do it on any build. I mean, I think it'll work really well on a Warden as well. If you run a Frost Staff and use charged, that could be really nice as well. Because you do a lot of frost damage, and applying frost with charge is going to be easy. So I think this could be really nice. Especially on a Warden also, because you get extra chance to apply a status effect with your Crystal Shards, I think. Or not Crystal Shards, what is it called? The ice move on the ground. So that could be nice. It could be used in certain situations. Maybe it'll help charge be used a bit more. Interesting. I might try it myself on a DK or a Warden. We'll test it. So let's move on. Dagon's Dominion. So I'm going to give weapon damage, max stam, weapon damage, and this one's going to be beast. I really appreciate this. It's not a proc. It's going to be a good set, I think. So, adds 492 weapon damage to your AoE abilities area of effect. This is good, man. This is really good. Let's think about it. Besides Nightblade, um, a lot of classes do AoE damage. This is going to be anything from Whirlwind, the two-handed finisher, um, Dawnbreaker, Subterranean Assault. Um, what else? I'm trying to think how much AoE is in the game. Take Flight. Um, what else is AoE? Venom or Noxious Breath on DK. Necro Blast Bones. So your Blighted Blast Bones is going to hit like a truck with this. It's extra 500 weapon damage. So I sometimes get turned off by sets that give weapon damage or spell damage towards certain things like War Maiden and this and things like that. But in this instance, this could be really good. Because a lot of builds are AoE gods, so especially Necro and Stam Wardens, they are just beasts with AoE, so this could be really good on a Warden. So be on the lookout for this one. Might be worth grinding. I like it. This one's full Killer's Ward, so it's going to give you armor, health, and then the 5 pieces while activating block and combat place a shield on you and group members that absorbs 4k damage. It's only for 2 seconds, so that's going to help this condition. So if the shield breaks, it's 5600 magic and stamina, so that's really good. This effect can occur every 30 seconds if the damage shield is broke. If this effect does not break, you can do it every 10. So if you're in combat, you block, you get this. So this is going to be one of those sets that's going to be weird. It's going to help if you're a tankier build that is made for team builds. You could be really solid with this. You literally can hold it like this. Would be interesting because if you're within 18 meters, that's a decent range. So this is an idea, right? If you need stam and magic, what you can do if you're in combat, so we all know combat is easy to be in. If you're in a PvP setting, even if you're not fighting anyone, you can honestly be in combat. So if you're in combat, just tap your block button real quick. It'll give you the shield really quick. It's only 2 seconds. So if you pop this when you're behind a corner or something and no one's hitting you at that exact moment, bang, pop this. Wait 2 seconds. Your whole team gets 5,600 of each resource, and it can happen every 10 seconds if you don't get hit. So that's really solid in that way. So if you play, I want to think. So this might be interesting on a Nightblade. I don't know. I have to test. But if you're in combat and you activate this, and then you go stealth, and they can't hit you, it might be a really good way to just farm resources. So I'm going to think about that one as well. That could be a really good sustain set if you use it properly, and it also gives a lot of tankiness. I'm sure it's heavy armor, so that's a cool one. But here we go on the next one. This one is Unleash Ritualist. I think this one's going to be really good. All 3 lines are magic, and then the 5th piece is dealing damage to an enemy, applies Ritualist mark for 10 seconds. Enemies with this mark take an additional 16% damage from your pets. That's nice. Tactical Anger. I know you're going to see this one. Mr. Petsork. That's my guy. He's a Petsork, and this is going to be nice for you. But not for Sorks only. Even better, I think, could be on a Magic Necro, guys. This is interesting. Getting all max magic is beautiful, but if you do damage, it doesn't say it's a cooldown. It doesn't say it can only be applied a certain amount of time. So if you could hit multiple people with this, you're going to be dangerous. So if you hit this, this is literally minor and major berserk plus another percent all in one, off of pets. Now I know pets are very niche and very specific, but if you're on a Necro, this counts for your Blast Bones. Blast Bones is a pet. Skeletal Arcanist is also a pet. So that is going to be interesting. If you use what is it? What is that set that summons a Daedrith for the monster set? I can't remember. I'm sure one of you guys remember. But you can use that. But if you just do damage, your Blast Bone's going to get 16% extra. I've already hit like 8,500 on people with Blast Bone. So if I get another 16%, dude, I'm doing like a 10k plus. So I think this could be really good on a Necro. Really good burst damage. Skeletal Arcanist is going to hit harder. Might even do a decent amount of damage for once. And Blast Bones is going to hit real hard, man. So I'm going to test this. I might even grind this set out and get it. But yeah, let's move on. That is all the Cauldron sets. So let's move on to the Black Drake Villa. I'm going to go a bit faster with these because these aren't quite as good, I don't think. But they're okay. So the first one's Drake Rush. You're going to get health, stam, and then stam again. And then the fifth piece is when you bash an enemy, you and 3 group members within 15 meters gain major heroism, for 12 seconds, which grants 3 ult every 1.5 seconds. This only can happen every 18 seconds. So, a 6-second cooldown. This can also be good on a DK. Bashing an enemy, that's pretty freaking easy to do. You're going to get a lot of ultimate out of this. This could be really good on a stam DK. So if you use it on a stand DK, it's gonna be beast. It could be good on any build, but I just think like stam or DKs like really use ultimate and really good. So I think this is gonna be good. This is interesting. It's gonna be if you're tanky. Really bashing is simple. You just hit them with a bash. Like I don't know if it's worth a 5-piece, but it can be used in certain situations. This is gonna be really nice in PvE. Because you can just bash and everyone's going to be within 15 meters, so you can just stack ultimate in PvE. That's pretty sweet. But let's move on. In Kratis Behemoth, first piece is Max Magic. That's nice. So it's basically a magic set. Seems like a freaking DK set, if you ask me. Dealing flame damage, DK set, to an enemy grants you Behemoth's aura for 12 seconds up to 12 meters. You and 11 group members in the aura. Wow. Reduce your flame damage taken. Interesting. Enemies in the aura increase their flame damage taken. Wow. Okay. So, a 3-second cooldown. Now, flame damage is very, very, very rare. Not many people use flame damage. I mean, this would apply to Blast Bones on a magic build. Apply to DKs. Interesting. I don't think it's worth it. Flame damage isn't used enough. If this was just 5% damage, period, really good set. If you play as a magic DK, this is a decent set for yourself. Because essentially, like, if you use it for yourself, you're pretty much gonna get Major Berserk for yourself. And if you stack that with Engulfing Flames, you're gonna get up to 10% plus. You're almost getting like 15% damage done with flame abilities. So that's pretty sweet. And then on top of that, you're going to reduce your own damage taken from flame abilities. So, I mean, that's cool. So if you're versing another DK, it's interesting. I still think the other one's better from the Cauldron, but I don't know. It's not bad. I might give it a try also just to see the numbers. We'll see. So the next set is Kinra's Wrath. Spell or weapon damage, weapon crit, weapon damage, and then doing damage with a light at every attack grants you a stack for 5 seconds, up to 5 stacks. Once you have 5 stacks, you generate an aura that grants you Major Berserk, increasing your damage done. While this is active, enemies within 12 meters get Minor Berserk, increasing by 5%. Okay. I like this. On a bow build, on a 2-hand build, on a dual wield build even. That's cool. I think it could be a little bit better on a bow build just because it's easier to do light attacks. You can like just hit them at range. But getting Major Berserk, I mean, it's only for 5 seconds though, right? While you have 5 stacks, you generate it. While you have 5 stacks. So yeah, it's not good. You're only going to get Major Berserk for 5 seconds. Because if you activate it up to 5 stacks, while you have 5 stacks, that only lasts for 5 seconds. So, unless you can keep light attacking and keep the bonus going, I doubt that you can. Not worth it in my opinion. But it's cool. Maybe good for timing ultimates up together. I don't know. But probably decent. That's pretty good in PvE, I think, more than PvP. So the last set is True Sworn Fury. I'm gonna like just give you is pretty much Titanborn for magic builds. So that's cool. Alright, I believe that's like Titanborn for magic builds. Anyway, it gives you spell crit, spell damage, max magic, and then add spell crit and increases your crit damage by 4. This doubles if you're at 75% health. This quadruples if you're at 50% health or less. So that's cool. You can kind of get reward. This might be cool in a DK because you can like, or Templar even, because you're like in the fight. You know what I mean? So if you're at low health, you just keep fighting. You can get crazy crit, like 16% increased crit damage. That's insane. If you're under 50% health though, so that's gonna be tough. And the reason I say it's good on a Templar is because if you're on a Magplar and you get this Magplar, you already get 10% crit damage for a passive. So if you get an extra 16, you're getting literally 26% crit damage. And if you have minor force, you're getting another 10%. So you can get 16 plus 20, so you get 36% crit damage when you're under 50% health. I mean, that's very, very specific, but, you know. I mean, it's still not bad to have the bonus at all times, right? Like, getting 4% crit damage is, I mean, whatever. I mean, you get a lot of crit from this set. I don't know if Mother Sorrow might be better, but because you get the bonus all the time. But anyways, that's the sets. If you have any opinions of what you think is going to be good and what's not, let me know. I just want to get something out there for you guys. You know how it is. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I have more content coming soon. So I love the content or the support you're giving me now. It's really awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. So that's really going to be it for me today. Nothing crazy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe as always, and let me know what you think. And let's keep talking about the updates coming with no procs. I mean, with no procs, these sets won't even be able to be used, which is kind of annoying. Once they implement a choice to use procs or not, then you will be able to try them out. Until then, you can use the BGs in Imperial City, but for now, Cyrodiil is kind of bugged with it, so enjoy what you can. And yeah, have a good one, guys, and see you soon.